So something I haven't done since I unlocked the forests and the sands is I don't think I've taken a warrior out since then. And I think the last time I took a warrior out was again against the first phase. Did I take a warrior against the second phase? No, I haven't taken a warrior against the second phase before. As much as I do want to play the Necromancer again, I would really like to see the interaction between warrior and attack speed, and warrior and all of these kind of like general battlefield buffs that can happen. I think that would also be an easier way for me to bring back some stuff here on the first run as I warm myself up a little bit here. Isn't the whole point of being sedate not emoting? Look, you use the arms to balance out the emotions from the center of the body. It's like a centrifuge, right? You're trying to separate the emotions from your core mass. Let's go. Ancestral Crypt. Forgot about this. The final resting place of the ancient family line, death, and its lessons that it teaches are honored here. +3 max HP for every enemy with a soul killed by the hero. Removes the HP bonus from all armor. Should I have, maybe I shouldn't, I don't think I should have that right now. +3 max HP for every enemy with a soul killed by the hero. I mean, okay, that's scaling, but armor for HP is really important for this class. I don't know, maybe there is a Ancestral Crypt scaling version of this that is comfortable. Let's try it. Do I put this down immediately? And if I do I need to put it somewhere specific? I think not. I can just throw this away up in a corner. Alright, slime. You know what? I think we might be in this for a little bit more of a longer haul. So let's try and create the 3x3 mountain peak out of rocks, and then use mountains for the adjacencies after the fact. Seems like that may be a little more comfortable. 2 groves. So I do have a little bit of a benefit for fighting rat wolves. Rat wolves also have souls, last I checked. I do have hungry groves. What else do I have available in this deck at the moment? I kind of forgot what I put in the deck. I probably have the hungry groves as well as the thickets. God, I hope I have the thickets. It's possible I don't. So if I worry about the hungry grove interaction, I'm gonna want one grove there, one grove here. I think I could also place down these mountains now without affecting the plan to use the 3x3 of rocks. If I go mountain here, mountain here. So sorry, thank you very much for this. Welcome back. Vampire mentioned a Molehills. There's our thicket. Do I want to place this down somewhere immediately? I'm pretty sure I do have a village to put down later, so I'll wait for the village before I try and put down the vampire mansion. Okay, hang on. I've got ruins, so maybe I don't have villages at the moment. I think it definitely goes up here. I think I will do the desert adjacency as well and end up with a Maquis over there. So the McKee is enemies deal 2% less damage, no lower than negative 50%, and enemies attack 2% faster, no higher than plus 50%. So ultimately, let's take this to its logical extremity. If you put 25 of these down, the enemies are dealing 50% less damage, but they're attacking 50% faster. So they are, assume their base damage is 1 DPS. They are doing 0.5 DPS and then attacking 50% faster. So they're doing 0.75% DPS, right? So ultimately, this ends up as a reduction. Severe reduction, in fact. Good. I like it. I think this ruin needs to go here. Battlefield spawns on the adjacent space, and enemies around it can become ghosts when they die. I think the ghosts have a soul as well, which may make Battlefield like a really cool thing to put out in an area where I want a bunch of fighting to do. Sal brings up a good point of the McKee is also a pretty good reduction in incoming damage for everyone except Necro. Often their weakened hits can still kill a skeleton in one shot. So the break point being different in terms of damage and attack speed matters differently across different classes, and if you have like a bunch of chumps on the field. Neat. So I feel more vindicated in the fact I wasn't keen to put down a bunch of McKee as soon as I had access to them as the Necro, because my main consideration there was the possibility of there being a negative interaction because of the breakpoints there, that would make it not as necessarily positive 100% of the time. Neat to have that vindicated. Let's go for another mountain up here and set them free. I'm also going to very quickly change the rules up a little bit here, because we're not playing a rogue, so I automatically pause after battle, and I do not care about automatically pausing at the end of a loop. So this Blood Grove I want to put in this position. Ultimately, I'm looking to put another ruins here. So I've got a ruin space, grove, and this grove is just to enable the Blood Grove. So none of these ruins, none of the scorch worms, not scotch worms, scorch worms, as I found out. Just had scotch on the brain, apparently. Which is fair. Actually, I'm going to a whiskey tasting in literally 2 days' time, and so like, you know what? Fair. Got me. We'll have those scorch worms not escaping because they will not have the ability to from the roots of the Blood Grove. And also because of the staggering, we're not going to have them invading earlier fights. It's all going to be great. The battlefield? Honestly, I should have already put this down because it spawns a chest on each loot, so I absolutely should have already placed this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh bugger. Oh, yikes. I can do that, I think, right? Ease. Don't think I need the vampire at the moment. Are scotch worms made of scotch, or do they live in scotch? A scotch worm is like a scotch egg, you see. It is an egg ensconced in scotch. You could also call the process scotching it. It is scotched. Don't suspect any of these to be more powerful. Well, I guess the ring of counter 10%. That's super important to me. Eh, not important. Not important. There's some more sand dunes for us. Do I want to capitalize on the McKee again? How many thickets versus forests do I want to put out? I don't know. I just know I want to put down both of these sand dunes at the moment, lowering all creatures' HP by 1%. On the hunt. Even more deserts. We're getting close to our Spirit of the Sands now. Only 2 more away. Sand dune out here. I'm gonna hold on to the thicket for a second. Oh, baby. That's looking good. A level 3 higher tier shield. It has double as much defense, has some pure damage, has some evasion and vampirism. That's going to carry us for a good amount of time here. Oh, a ring of pure damage and regen per second, also level 3. Doing quite well for ourselves here. Oh, hang on. Oh, with that third mountain I put out, it's gonna make it difficult to force the rocks to work in the way I wanted. I'll still try, but we'll see. We also do now have a spider cocoon. Spiders apparently do not have souls, which is gonna make it more difficult to benefit from the ancestral crypt. I don't know if I want to summon the spiders. It's possible that that's just a beta card in the deck at the moment that I really shouldn't have had there. Thanks, crossbowman. Damage. Broken longsword. Does it have to be broken? It's got good damage as well as counter and regen. Damage, defense. Damage to wall. And to wall, a swift end. Don't think I need that. Okay, so I've been holding on to the thickets rather than placing them because I know there's thickets and forests in this deck, and I don't remember which one's which. But if it's not gonna give me any of the forests, I'm just gonna have to place these. There we go, that's our ziggurat. We get 1 for every 7 sands/deserts. And spawns a desert spirit each loop, and each desert spirit has 33% chance to join a battle anywhere on the road. Hey, Device Clone. Welcome back. I mean, that armor is, you know, damage to wall and vampirism, despite the fact its max HP is not really going to affect us here. The spear, though. Decent defense, more damage. Can't turn that down. There, no, that's not a forest. Hey, finally, we got the village. I can put down the vampire mansion now. Where? So I want to put another ruin there and another ruin there. I think that means I want a village and the vampire mansion, like, here. Absolutely ransack that village. So this is going to be next to a ruin here, and it's next to this ransacked village. After the ransacked village gets more powerful and I have ruins here, it's going to be a good interstitial point between two difficult-ish areas, and this is going to add vampire mansions to two different battles ultimately. Do I want to put down a grove in anticipation of anything? No. I think that one's going to be a no for us. The ziggurat is the thing up here. And is about to spawn a desert spirit for the first time. Ooh, another village. I could ransack another village based off of the same mansion here? That's gonna be a difficult stint for a couple of rounds, though. But you want to do it sooner rather than later. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Maybe I just want a normal village here for a little bit of time, you know? I think we're overgeared for the moment. I'm going to try and translate that into benefit. If I ransack this village immediately, it is going to get one of its loops counted because we're about to pass the camp. So one loop counted for each of those villages, and now we're about to count our second loop. Plus, like, when am I going to draw 3 more ruins in time to use them in the way I'm asking, you know? Just doesn't seem as realistic, you know? Up the attack speed and evasion. Okay, so don't care about the HP, but evasion and counter versus damage to wall and vampirism. I think damage to wall and vampirism is actually required for us right now because of the amount of enemies in these fights. It's 5 per. Okay, that'll pause us after this battle. I think I need to nuke the ziggurat because if it decides to join, we don't. We anti-join existing. So I'm gonna pop that one. The ghouls do have souls, so do the vampires. So we are getting max HP from our undead crypt out there at least. See? Loop hero. Not loop coward. That worked well. We've got another village, and again, I'm going to want to place it sooner rather than later. Again, I think this is going to be a blood grove. I think this is going to be ruins. This is going to be ruins. You know what? Let's get a village in like a safe space like this. Let's also have a look at this level up. Ooh. Okay, battering ram and shield master we've seen before. Somersault, 35% chance to perform a counterattack during evade. This is early. I could start trying to pick up evade especially. I kind of like this idea. Like a decent amount. Oh, to be fair, I don't think I'm about to die to the 2 scotch worms in just a second here. But I guess it is possible. 10% chance upon hit of stunning target for a single second. Increasing enemies' attack speed as well as lowering their damage is synergistic with Somersault. Slightly less so with Shield Master. I think our build is still very malleable at this point, and I don't think I'm going to die against the Scotch Worms, but maybe I am, and maybe this is a foolish thing for me to be doing, but I'm going to just hit that button. This village, I don't know how far through this tile you have to be for the game to be like, you're not allowed to get a benefit from putting anything here anymore, but I think I could totally put a village down in one of these two spaces. Yeah, it healed me. Ooh, good shield. Forest. There we go, forest. Ah, okay, plus 1% to the hero attack speed rather than plus 2%. Okay, so this one we'll put up there, immediately turn into a McKee again. And defense, higher vampirism. We lose the evasion that we wanted on this, but it's significantly better, so we should be taking this. We're looking ultimately towards getting things with evasion on, but I'm not gonna turn down everything else for it yet. Man, I really need more rocks. Oof. Damage to wall and regen per second versus counter and evasion, no. Ooh. Yeah, that's 16% evasion. 10% extra evasion versus our attack speed is better. Okay. Normal stats, it's just a quest goal. Got 2 free counters there, 3 free counters against the enemies so far total. Another rock goes up. It's fine, it's not gonna spawn it yet. Everything's okay. I'm gonna put a McKee up there, a ruin down here. We might already be dead. I didn't think this village would be bad. I didn't realize how badly the slimes were gonna beat me up. Good lord. I thought we were way more powerful that run than we were. Run after the rat wolves? Yeah, I might have done, but I didn't think they were gonna kill us either. So something happened there, and suddenly we died. Yeah. Let's retreat. Oh, I do have a free res. Forgot about that. Oh! Okay, that's an axe of more damage? Maybe that's good enough. Hey, Dragton. Sure, I'll throw that up in that corner. I mean, I can ransack one of them, surely. Boy, howdy. Tell you, it's fearsome. I'm, yeah, gonna leave. Gonna be leaving at this point. I have the opportunity of trying to use the Oblivion to nuke this and then finish this loop. Let's do that. Hilarious if I end up dying in this battle. A Dirk with lesser damage, but 12% evasion! Why does it have to be so good when we're not? The rest of those are looking vaguely on the level. Oh, there's attack speed. There's high attack speed. It's not a bad ring. It's not a bad ring, but I need the evasion at the moment, unfortunately. Another shield. Okay. Forest. Stick it up there. Hey! I tried to pause it! I'm fine. I'm running. I right-clicked and the game was like, oh, you want me to unpause? And I was like, no, right-click. And I spammed right-click 2 times and it was like, you want me to unpause again? I was like, no! It's okay. I'm getting to understand the game a bit better and it'll get to understand me a bit better. Let's have a look at the deck and change it before we go back in. Spider Cocoon, not keen on it. I do like Meadows, I do like Chrono Crystals. I want to go back in with another, another warrior. How do I do that best? How about Cemetery spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Chrono Crystal double the effect of a day's passing on the tiles around it. Do I want to double the effect of any of these especially? This is each loop, so it wouldn't work. Obviously there's the McKee and things like that. The Oblivion, the rocks, the Treasury, which I still didn't even find a single one of in the last loops. I like that change. It's minimal, admittedly, but we're taking back a little bit of more resources each time, as well as a little bit of more knowledge, which will ultimately earn more resources. Investing in that knowledge.